My goal today is to discover 100 birds. While there are tons of interesting birds that I could find in Florida, in order to find 100 birds in a single day, I'm going to explore 3 different places, starting in the forest, then I'm going to check out the park, and I'm going to finish off by exploring the wetlands. So starting off in the forest, there was a lot of good bird activity. The first bird I found was this blue-gray gnatcatcher just calling away. During the breeding season, these guys get these cool little black eyebrows. They're pretty cute. I was going to keep moving because I knew I had a lot more birds to see, but I realized that this gnatcatcher was actually guarding something. The second bird of the day was a female gnatcatcher just a few feet away, where it was sitting on a nest. It's pretty cool. The third bird of the day was this northern parula I found in this tree. Off in the distance, I heard this familiar bird song, which I followed to this Carolina wren just singing his little heart out. Bird number 5 was this white-eyed vireo, which did not stick around for long. Number 6 was this beautiful male northern cardinal. Number 7, I found a family of 3 chickadees, which did not want their picture taken. Number 11, I saw this turkey vulture soaring over the forest. Not long after, I found a pair of tufted titmice. This one actually found a nut to eat, which is pretty cool. Bird number 14 was this pretty male house finch. The last bird I found exploring the forest was this northern mockingbird. With only 15 birds on my list, I was definitely falling behind, so I headed to the park to see what else I could find. I was quickly greeted by this beautiful snowy egret. Not far from the egret, I picked up my first anhinga of the day. Bird number 18 was this brown-headed cowbird. Soaring overhead, I was able to spot this beautiful Mississippi kite. Number 20 was this juvenile European starling up in a tree. The activity didn't stop there, and I found 5 chimney swifts darting around the pond, catching bugs and whatnot. Walking around the pond, I found this female bow-tailed grackle, and then I found a male bow-tailed grackle, which for some reason found it really funny to torment this turtle. Eventually, it left it alone, and the turtle was just fine. Overhead, I got an American crow being chased by another grackle, and this brown thrasher was the 30th bird of the day. Mixed in with the chimney swifts, I found a pair of northern rough-winged swallows, and this common grackle was the 33rd bird of the day. I spotted some movement in a grassy field and found this killdeer. Not only that, but it had 2 little fluffy chicks. While part of me wanted to spend all day with these chicks, I knew that my presence would stress them out, so I kept my distance and moved on. It was mid-afternoon and it only had 36 birds, so I kept on looking. I found this fish crow, which is actually different from an American crow. It's much more range restricted and has a different call. I found another fish crow along with this beautiful pileated woodpecker. In a nearby snag, I found this red-bellied woodpecker. With 40 birds on my list, I knew it was time to hit the wetlands. The first bird I noticed in the wetlands was this beautiful great blue heron. I looked to the sky and found a pair of sandhill cranes flying over. The next 5 birds I saw were all common gallinules, a species of rail which was common here at the wetland, including 2 chicks. The next bird I saw was a huge relief to get, since I didn't find one at the park earlier. It's a mourning dove, which is very common, but not one I'd usually expect to see at the wetlands. The next 10 birds I saw were all very common red-winged blackbirds. The next bird I was able to find was this beautiful green heron. He was actively hunting while I watched him, and I actually got to see him catch and eat a dragonfly, which was pretty cool. Remember that common gallinule from earlier? Well, I just found its beautiful cousin, the purple gallinule. It was such a fun bird to see, from its stunning purple and blue iridescent plumage to its ridiculously long toes. This purple gallinule is easily one of the coolest species in Florida. The next bird of the day was another anhinga. I also saw a pair of ospreys up on a nest. And number 66 was this juvenile little blue heron. I actually got a pretty cool picture of him. Suddenly I heard something calling from the marsh and looked to investigate. To my surprise, I found a least bittern, the smallest heron species in the world. These guys are super duper secretive, so the fact that I was able to get one on video was really exciting for me. But the excitement did not stop there when I suddenly found 2 king rails, which are very, very secretive, like the least bittern, and they like to hide in these dense marshes. So being able to see a pair of them and get them on video was quite an experience. After finding the king rails, I knew there wasn't much else I could find in that part of the park, so I went to check out these purple martin nest boxes. They were super noisy, but super fun to watch, and a great way to get another 10 birds on my list. While watching the martins out of the corner of my eye, I noticed this red-shouldered hawk which just caught a snake. While I wasn't able to get any great video, I did get a few decent pictures, and I instantly ran off to see if I could find it. I found this hawk, which I think was the same one, but I didn't see any snake. Bird number 82 was this black-crowned night heron. 83 was this great egret. Number 84 was this beautiful limpkin. This bird primarily feeds on large freshwater snails called apple snails, not unlike this snail kite, which was the 85th bird. I actually found a discarded apple snail shell so you guys could see what these birds were eating. The next bird I was able to find was this beautiful black-necked stilt, and there actually ended up being 2 of them. Birds 88 and 89 were these black vultures, and bird number 90 was this tricolored heron. Not far from the tricolored heron, I found a little feeding frenzy of 6 beautiful roseate spoonbills, along with 3 snowy egrets, and now I was at 99 birds. And to my utter dismay, I didn't find a single— Just kidding, it's a double-crested cormorant.